Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. So on this morning, in this Wednesday morning, I definitely wanted to hit on the wisdom side, because we'll still win together, but definitely need to talk about the wisdom. So I want to propose a question. This is going to focus on communication with self as well as self-worth. Y'all, how much do you value yourselves? Do you deem yourselves worthy? Are you looking at yourselves as if you are worth more than what you put on the outside of your body? Like the Gucci and the Dolce & Gabbana and all that stuff. That's cute. That's nice. That Nike that I rock, that's cute. That's nice. The Adidas that you may rock, it's cute. It's nice. The Louis Vuitton, that's cute. It's nice. But what about on the inside? We dress ourselves in these clothes that we change every day, that got a pretty price tag on it. But we complain when we go to the doctor and, the weight ain't quite where we want it to be at. Or he says that we got, diabetes or high blood pressure or something. And I'm like, well, how much did we put into our selves, our internal, instead of our external? For all you computer people out there, I was about to say nerds, but it is kind of, some people don't take that well all the times. But when you build a computer, okay, and for those of you who have not, quick course, you have all the customizable things you can put in it. Like you can get the light up fan, you can get the see-through body. Like it's beautiful. You can determine how many CPUs you want running through and how many gigs and terabytes and storage and stuff like that you want, and what kind of software. And I mean, it's just unlimited. CD player, DVD player, burner. I forgot the name of that thing that fast. But any old classic pieces you want in there. If you want, multiple USB ports and, like the options are endless. But I wouldn't put, just any old thing into a computer that I want to last, right? I'm going and I'm buying what I consider the best in my price range. Now, I'm not going to go over budget and go drastically crazy. I'm going to stay within my price range. I'm going to be reasonable with this. But the thing is, I'm not just going to go like, oh, yeah, you said you got a piece for $200. That fan might blow up the next day. Okay? So it's worth putting a little money into. So you put all this stuff in it and you got your software. Oh, you put the banging software on it. Got all the updates that comes online. Like you set to go. But what are you doing to maintain it? Are you updating it regularly? Are you, using it regularly? Because you got it. Are you using it? I mean, the outside, the shell of it is the beautiful part. The one that my family and I built years ago. It was, oh my gosh, it had the see-through body and the blue fan. And that thing was beautiful. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on it. But it didn't get used like we thought it would. It mostly sat there and collected dust. So it became something that we put a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money into, but never used it. It's like those treadmills y'all got sitting at home, or the elliptical bikes, or the Pelotons. I think that's the name of it. Y'all just got them sitting there. Like, why aren't y'all using them? Is it, you put the Pelotons. I know y'all spent money on that. Okay, I saw how much they was running for it, and yeah, y'all did that. But it's no good if it's just gonna sit there, right? You got these gym memberships. I had to get rid of mine. That's an honest moment for me. I had to get rid of mine because instead of going to Planet Fitness, I was sitting at home on the couch making excuses. So I got rid of the membership because that however much money was coming out every month was starting to add up. And I was like, man, That can be gas money. Maybe snacks one day. But I had to make that decision. Okay? But with all the, I'm going to just call them health scares that I've had, ever since I stopped going, ever since I stopped investing in myself, ever since I stopped really caring about myself and my internal, and like was focusing on just everything externally, not my appearance so much, but just everything else around me, I noticed that I lost sight of the goal. I lost sight of my health. I lost sight of me. And so now I'm working harder than ever to try to get back, you know? So sometimes we will get off course. We will be astray. But as long as you're fighting to get back, that's what's important. So with that, you also got to look at your spiritual. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge it, whatever. You know, that's you. You're not me, I'm not you. But it's something that we cannot neglect, okay? You have to keep in mind that your spiritual well-being is just as important as your physical. You can be, banging body and everything, but your spiritual well-being can be all messed up, okay? So it's time to invest in you, finally. Go ahead. All those tutorials you've been watching about, maybe some type of dance. Go do it. Just in your living room when they bust it out one time, Let's watch what we eat. I'm starting a lot of different journeys in my life, it seems like. And my eating habits is one of them. I've done a lot more fasting. Probably more than I should have. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. But definitely neglecting something that isn't good for you for a while, and then just like eat it for a day or two, and you'll see. Like currently, the last 2 days, I have ate gluten, not like large quantities, but like small quantities of gluten and dairy. And trust me, I have greatly noticed it. As of right now, my stomach is actually swollen. So I know that's something that I will completely have to not technically lose the taste for, but make myself understand you cannot go back to this. You cannot have that health scare again. You do not need this. So, I've done well before now, but it's just like, cravings. You just can't help them sometimes. But that's where my mental health has to come into play. And I have to understand that I can overcome that. Okay? Because sometimes our eating habits are like addictions. You have to understand, I don't need the bread and I don't need the cheese and all this stuff. Even though mozzarella sticks are the bomb. That was my weakness, y'all. I was coming home from work and I was like, I want some mozzarella sticks. And that's how it happened. But now I have to spend the next 3 days fixing this, like getting it back on track. Because just for lack of better terms, everything becomes like on shutdown inside. And so that's what it is. That's why I'm swollen and bloated and everything. So I got to go in there and play plumber to get everything back on track. If you understand what I'm saying, good. If not, don't worry about it. But so I'm making sure I pay attention to what I eat. I'm also decreasing my meats. Like I eat chicken and turkey every once in a while, but I haven't ate pork in a while now. I don't even know how long it's been. Beef. I had a steak the other day, but it was like in a while because it's been a while since I had beef. So I'm limiting that. I'm upping my fruits and veggies, getting all my calcium in other fruits and my potassium because I don't really eat bananas unless it's blended into a smoothie. So I'm trying to get my natural nourishments. I'm trying to get my natural vitamins and minerals. One thing I am going to try, so if anybody knows some great recipes, it's like the yogurt bowls. I'm going to definitely start trying those. But I finally made the decision to invest in myself more, okay? I can sit here and I can buy the new Jordans that's going to drop, or I can buy that PlayStation 5, but that's not going to be with me always because PlayStation 6 going to come out and the Xbox whatever, 500K, whatever they're going to call it. Then you got, the new shirt going to drop for I'm a Tommy Hilfiger fan, so Tommy gonna come out with a new shirt or something. And so it's time to move on. My body is going to change. I'm not getting taller, but my muscles may finally decide to come through. So I'm going to have to get new clothes. But my body, my temple, will always be with me. And it's up to me to invest in it, okay? You can go and invest in your friends, their businesses and everything. That's great. But let's switch the amount of cost we put onto our outside and putting it into our inside. I'd rather spend $100 on groceries that will last me a little bit longer than paying $100 for a pair of shoes that will start to flip-flop and hop and drop on me. Okay? I'll pay $20 for some shoes and $100 in some food, knowing that my body is thanking me. Okay? And you'll notice that once you get your inside on track, everything outside, it'll be beautiful, it'll be easy, it'll be smooth, and selling from here. And everybody know I'm really not a clothes shopper or a shoe shopper, so these prices aren't really relevant to me, but I do buy a lot of camera stuff, like photography and, audio and stuff like that. So I'm trying to make the transition. If it's not a business expense, then I'm trying to transition into it's going to be a health expense. Because I will see something online in a heartbeat, like, yeah, I really want to buy this new case, but I'm trying not to. But it's okay to not have the latest trend if you're working on yourself, okay? Maybe you're paying for a therapist right now. I'd rather put that money into the therapist than into a whole new outfit right now, So it's kind of weighing your priorities there. Are you really concerned about self anymore? Or are you just focused on, hey, I gotta look good? Okay? I've recently realized that I've enjoyed being by myself. Before, I was just like, I felt like I always needed to be around people and just like needed somebody there in the same room as me. But I felt more comfortable by myself. It allows me time to think and to create and to really get out there. Now I just have to stop eating this bad stuff to get my energy levels back up and to, get back into what I was once before. Get my levels back where they need to be and keep it pushing, okay? So having that talk with yourself on today is going to be very important because it's going to show you like, man, okay, I really need to start focusing on this. I really need to start investing myself more into this and really need to start caring more, okay? Because you'll notice, like, I don't know if y'all can get a doctor's appointment out, but just do a blood work, like full, complete blood work. Tell them don't take nothing out. You want the whole detail. And you'll see your levels, like my vitamin D levels, trash. They almost don't exist. My levels are so low that I've been neglecting it for so long, it's going to be hard for me to recover. So I got to work 10 times harder now. But if I would have stayed on my diligent path before, it'll just be like, oh, they're kind of low. We can get you caught up faster, okay? So make that investment in you today. Sit down, talk to yourself. Literally, I want you to legit talk to yourself. Write it out if you feel weird having a verbal conversation. Type it out if you're at the desk. Whatever the case may be. But just have that conversation with yourself. Like, how is my mental health? How's my spiritual health? How is my health overall? Okay? What can I avoid going without to get me back on track? And then do it. Okay? Now, if it's going to the beach and relaxing and woosaying, then yeah, you can make the investment on that. You can spend the money on that. But you need to weigh your options a little bit better. Spend a little bit wiser in those departments. Okay? As always, I can't go any further anymore into that. After this, it's up to you. I can take the horse to the water, but I can't make them drink. And that's all I'm doing with these podcasts. I can't make y'all drink. I can just keep leading you to it, keep pointing it out, like, there you go. But on this We Win Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday, I want you all to definitely take some time to think about that, okay? If nobody else in the world today tells you that they love you, I love you through your journey and through all your process, okay? Definitely hit me up. I still have the Let's Talk going on right now. So definitely hit me up if you want to just vent about everything that's going on. You got to go to the Facebook to get to the Eventbrite to schedule a time. That's the only way that this will work, unfortunately. But as always, my name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning, and I will talk with you all tomorrow morning.